Story time, guys. Let me share a very interesting story to you guys. So, there was this guy at my last job. The guy, he was a production supervisor. So, when I joined the company, I kind of connected with him when I saw him. He's very handsome, tall, dreamy eyes, soft spoken, and very kind at the time. So, me being a lover of fine things, I saw him and immediately became my crush. I was secretly crushing and crushing, and I dismissed the feelings. I just like, I was just crushing on him, but I couldn't tell him or even show that I was. I hid it because to me, there was no reason to be expressive. It's not a woman's thing to be expressive. So I held the emotions, held it, locked it very well. So along the time, something happened and I needed to be changed to another station. And that was the first time we spoke. So he just came and told me, I would like you to go to another station. And I was like, okay, it's fine, no problem. Like in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, my crush is talking to me. Like the butterflies were flying. So, but I still maintained a serious face as, I'm always being, I have this serious look. A lot could be going on inside of me, but you would never see it on my face. I would frown and be so serious. So he took me there, and there's usually this guy that always takes attendance, like he marks the attendance. So when the guy came along, he asked me for my name. Anyways, he always asks about my name because my name is really long, and because they are not from my country, not same nationality, they are Asians and Africa. So there is this language barrier. So every time the guy comes, I always spell my name so he writes it down. So while the supervisor was there, just few distance away from me, I was busy like walking, packing the items because we are packing cosmetics. It falls from conveyor, then we need to like align them in a box. So I was seriously packing my boxes, and then the guy asked me to spell my name, and immediately the supervisor joined the conversation. He told the guy, her name is Efonaya. I said, eh? I said, how did you know my name? He said, of course, I know how to call your name. I smiled. I gave a shy smile, and he smiled also. I said, oh, that's nice. Then I tried to spell the name for the guy again for the 100th times. Immediately, this supervisor took over. He spelled the name. Bro, I was like, you know how to spell my name? He started laughing like he was already blushing. He turned red immediately. He was embarrassed, I guess, because of the questions. I never knew that he kind of liked me and he was trying to look for opportunity to like start a conversation with me. And look at me, and I was crushing. So that was like a prayer answered, right? So we started talking. He asked me just questions. I was working while we were just gisting. He said he was gonna go back to his country because he has saved a lot of money. He had like establishment back home. So I was like shyly talking to him. I was so anxious and shy at the time. We were just catching up. So he popped up a question. He said, before I go back to my country, can we hang out? Guys, what I was waiting for. I said, And then I was physically sweating, knowing someone who is cute, handsome, and you crushing on them, and then they are talking to you. You cannot control the emotions. The emotions were rushing against itself. I told him, if you invite me, I was gonna come. So he said, okay. He told me that he would like to have my number so that we can link up. I said, okay, that's fine. While we were talking, some other managers, supervisors, like they joined, and the discussion was shortened. Work continued. So after that day, he started getting more close, and I never told him how I felt about him. I still hid it. So he was trying to make work easy for me. He made sure the station I am working, I feel comfortable there. And if any of the staff wants to take over the station and have to make me go to another station that I don't like, he takes the person away by his authority and then tells me to go back. Super nice, right? So that connection continued for quite some time until we spoke barely for 1 week and then it got to when he was supposed to resign and go back to his country. So they celebrated him. He bought snacks for close friends, mostly his nationality. And guess what? Baby girl snack was included. He didn't give no snacks to every other African there, but mine was inclusive. So he asked me if I wanted the snacks. I said, of course I do. So he was planning on secretly giving me the snacks so that he can have like a cuddle moment, my crush. But that didn't happen because everyone liked him. He was very kind to everyone, always smiling, very good looking. So he was like the center of attraction. Both the guys, the ladies, everyone liked him. So that day they didn't give him like the chance to do all that, to like have like the private meeting with me. So while I was crossing to get back to work after he sent a colleague to tell me to go take the snack from the security since he couldn't give it to me. I took the snacks, very yummy though. I ate some, kept some for home. Then while I was going back, I saw he blocked the entrance to the warehouse because he wanted us to hug. So I was very careful. I told him cameraman be here, it is not allowed, but he insisted and he hugged me. I was so shy though, but I maintained, like serious girl, no hard feelings. I held it in. So the rush of feelings, emotions, everything happened. Then I think we hugged like for like 3 minutes. He didn't let go. I was like, so people can really get their crushes to ask them out. So later, after that, he stopped coming to work, but we kept communicating. He called me on video calls, we spoke. He said he actually liked me from the first day he saw me, that I look quite athletic, very fit, and I look beautiful. And he was secretly loving me. And that was when I told him about, like, I expressed myself. I told him, I was actually crushing on you. He said, oh, why didn't you tell me? Like, we spoke about a lot and we both exposed ourselves and everything. Then he invited me to come to his house to see him so we can spend time together before he travels. This is where every lady makes the worst mistake of their life. Because I liked him, because I found him attractive, I was ready, very ready to give myself.